It is presumed that Zapyškis Church was built in the second half of the 16th century. This is one of the few Gothic churches in Lithuania which evaded the influence of later architectural styles. The main solution of the three-part facade is based on pointed arch niches. The pediment, featuring a composition of rectangle-pointed and rounded arch niches, is the most impressive. The nearly ideal symmetry of the front facade is disrupted by an avant-corps with a stairway established on the left. Side facades feature two sections each, consisting of windows, niches, and buttresses between the windows. Pažėrai Church, built in the mid-18th century, is one of the most unique churches in Lithuania. This is the only triangular brick church in our country. Its characteristic look is further improved by rectangular avant-corps, with a couple of double-section wooden turrets above the east side. The hexagonal sacristy near the avant-corps in the back was built in the 19th century. The interior space is laconic, and the most decorative objects are the ornate altars featuring Baroque shapes. Achitecture Church, as we know it today, opened in 1821. Although its architecture is reminiscent of Classicism, the wavy pediment of the front facade is clearly a neo-baroque feature. There is a small double-section octagonal turret above. The back of the church is rounded with an apsis, divided by the same type of pilasters and a profiled cornice. The interior space is divided by two rows of pillars, which support the cylinder vault of the central nave. The decorative solution is supplemented by a relief frieze featuring a floral motif and rows of rose windows. Vilkija Church of St. George is an example of neo-Gothic churches of the turn of the 19th and 20th centuries. Its front facade is predominated by two belfries framed by stepped buttresses. Its architecture features the most common brick neo-Gothic details: pointed arched niches and windows, turret spires surrounded by pinnacles, the triangular pediment settled between the belfries, and a massive rose window. The transept facades echo the arrangement of the multi-sided apse. The architectural interior solutions fit the neo-Gothic character of the church. The construction of Pažėrai Church, designed by the famous interwar architect Stasys Kudokas, began in 1936, but was not completed until the Soviet invasion. The house of prayer was turned into a warehouse and returned back to the congregation only after the restoration of independence in 1997. The silhouette of the church features hints of the Byzantine churches. Different parts of the church as if rise to the top towards the drum and the dome. The composition of the building is rather bold. The main entrance is decorated with a towering semicircular arch, connecting the belfries on both sides, thus making one of the most unique belfries in Lithuania. The interior space is full of light, supplied not only through the windows of the drum, but also through the massive vertical windows on both sides.